Hey lovely, it's KerryM here, the creator and owner of all of these digital assets and a lot more to come. Anyway, I wanted to do a little walkthrough on my appointment and digital planner for businesses. I wanted to make this as open-ended as possible. So it's not like, okay, it's just for this type of industry. I kind of wanted to make it as broad as possible. Now, obviously, it's not going to fit every business. I totally appreciate that, but there's obviously more books that I'm going to bring out that will fulfill other industries. Now, I've actually got a few businesses myself, and one of them is actually a beauty eyelash business. So it's a perfect example for me to use or talk about the business and appointment book. It is predominantly made for appointments, hence why I've called it an appointment book. I know, silly, it's pretty obvious. However, on the appointments page, which is predominantly the one that you're going to use, which I did actually show right at the beginning of the video, so you can flick back to that. It's going to be a hub, really. It's an appointment based from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Now, it's not to say that obviously you work all of those hours, but I've tried to, again, make it as open-ended as possible. But go rewatch this video, have another little flick through. I'm actually going to do lots of other videos as well that I walk through and I explain the different types of pages and how you can actually use this digital appointment and business planner book. It's just a little overview, just as a little sneak peek. Okay, so I just wanted to do a little play around, a little example. Now, obviously, everyone's going to use the appointment and business planner in whatever way that you're going to choose it. So there's no right or wrong way of how you want to create and work this book. I've tried to make it as open-ended as possible, but to fill it with as much information as possible. So you've got the calendar view. Now you can do whatever you want with this. For me, this is more of a quick snapshot. More importantly, more important dates for me, like holidays and stuff. Because more than anything, the two pages that I will predominantly use is the weekly calendar view and the daily appointment calendar. So in my previous videos, if you have watched them, everything is linkable. I really wanted it to make it as simple and easy to navigate and get to the pages that I wanted to, and I believe that other people would want as well. So for example, on the appointment daily view, by the way, it's 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. I've tried to make it as vast as possible. It's not so that you work those hours. So let's just play around. Let's just book somebody in, for example. Now, again, I wanted to try and make this appointment and business planner as generic for different service providers, treatment providers as well. Now, I've got a few businesses and one of them is a beauty eyelash business. So I will use it for that example in this video. So it's not to say that you have to obviously do what I do. So say, for example, 10 o'clock. Chloe wants to book in. She is actually one of my long-term incredible clients. I love her to pieces. So she wants to book in a 60-minute infill for her lashes. And what I've done up here, now obviously if you've watched the other videos, you would have seen all the layouts and what I've included in here. So her cost, say, is £45. There's no deposit for this at all. So say, for example, I filled all of this up for the 2nd of January. And say if I want to then obviously put that on the weekly view, because I will flicker between the two. So if you come up to this little icon or this feature, and what you can do is you can wrap around your client, copy it, and because I've linked it, so just remember to be able to use the linking in here, you need to come up here and click that button. So now it hides the toolbar, which means you can't write. Which means then you can click on the links. So it will go to the week. She was booked in on the Monday, the 2nd. So now I can come down here, go on the 10 a.m, tap on the pad and click paste. And there we have it. Now, obviously, I've just done one variation of that. Obviously, if you've booked loads of people on that day, you can do the same thing, highlight it. So if I go back, make sure that I'm on that feature and say if I've got all these people here all booked in, I can copy it and then I can go back and then paste all of them. So imagine obviously you've got loads of clients, and then you can just position it where you need to. So that's something that I highly use, because I do like a weekly view of what I've got in, what I haven't, what spaces I've got available. So these are the 2 pages that I predominantly use in my business. Okay, so here's the scenario. I just wanted to kind of show you how we can use this appointment and business planner, this digital planner. So I've already filled out, for example, my day's workings with my clients. So now it's the end of the day, or you can do it at the end of the day, or you can do it after each client. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to go here. So I've already seen Chloe, I've seen Julie, I've seen Hannah. I'm yet to see Sam, for example. So I've made it really nice and simple here at the top. So Chloe's already been and gone. She's paid and she done a bank transfer. And then she gave me a £5 tip because she always does. And then I've got Julie who done cash. Didn't get anything from Julie today. Hannah, she done a bank transfer, and I got £10 as well from her today, for example. Now, obviously, I can't do Sam because she hasn't turned up yet, but say for argument's sake, just to kind of carry this forward for the day, Sam's already been and she's done a bank transfer as well for me, and she's given me a £2.50 tip. So what do we do next then? So if you want to, this is why I've done the overview page, so that you can have a snapshot. And if you've watched the other videos, you've got an overview daily page, you've got a weekly overview, and you have a monthly overview. So you can calculate all of these up. And then at the end of the year, where you've got your snapshot tab at the top there, is all in one place. And especially when it comes to doing your accounts, it's just incredible. So what we can do here, we can obviously tally all. Okay, so what we can do now is bring up the calculator tab, because if you're anything like me, I need pen and paper to write this down, but for all argument's sake, for this quick video, we can obviously tally it up together. So what have we taken today, or what is the total balance that we need to put on our finances? So £45 plus 75 plus 45. Now we've already taken a £20 deposit from Sam, so the remaining balance is £60. So we've taken £225 today, so I can put that in here. 225. There was already a £20 deposit taken when Sam booked in earlier. And then how much did we get with tips? So what's that? 10, 15, 16, 17, 50. It's a nice little tip, isn't it? 17.50. Now I didn't have any expenses today. That's already been done. I've already done that kind of in my monthly, that's how I operate anyways, monthly. So I will clearly put 0 there. So then what's my total pre-profits? So because I've already taken the 20 quid previously, I'm going to exclude that. Now, obviously you can do however you want to operate. So we've got 225 plus the 17.50 with our tips that we earned today. We've taken a total of 242.50. Now, clearly my pen is too big, but you get the drift. And then if you also want to carry on with your stats as well, how many clients did you take today? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 clients today. All of them turned up, none of them were late, and none of them cancelled. Fabulous. Whoop, whoop. So there you go. There's an example of how you could use it. Again, you do it how you want to do it. This is your book. I want you to be creative and have fun with it. Okay, so I just wanted to do a little walkthrough on where are all the links, the hyperlinks in this book, because there is a ton of links that I wanted to make it as easy and as simple as possible to get back and to different pages. So this is the monthly calendar view. As you can see, if there's anything underlined, majority of hyperlinks are underlined, but I'll show you ones that are not. So up here, if you click on the month, it will take you to the monthly overview page. Now, I'll explain that in a minute. Again, I've done a hyperlink to the yearly calendar. However, you can actually get to that with the tab up here, which says 2023. So if we go back to the monthly view, any of the dates on the monthly view, if we click on the 10th of January, it will go to the daily appointment and overview page. Again, I'm going to go through these in a minute. I've also linked the weeks as well. So on the left hand side here, if you can see, week 1 all the way up to 52, it will go to the weekly calendar view. And then, last but not least, on the right here on the left hand page, you've got the overview week. So that will go up to week 52 again. So if you tap it, it will go to the weekly overview. So let's go to the next page. So this is the weekly calendar view. With the links on this page, you've got the dates at the bottom, and then you've also got the weeks as well. So the dates will take you to the individual appointment and overview page. If we go back, and on the right hand side here where it says week 1, again it will go up to week 52, this will go to the weekly overview page. Right, next page. This is pretty much probably going to be a hub, but you're going to use this planner, this appointment and business planner, however you want to choose it. So on your daily appointment and overview page, there's a lot of information that you can take here, but again, you're going to use it however you wish to. I've put the dates again at the bottom so it's easy access. This will go to the daily appointment page, which is what we're on. I've also highlighted the week as well in yellow. Up here, you've got easy access to your weekly calendar view. So whenever I'm using this, I would put in my client details, I would copy it, which I will show you on another video, and then easily click the week up here and paste it into the correct appointment date and times. Here, I've also given you space to be able to obviously put the client details, what service or treatment that they're having, and also how much is it in total. Do you take a deposit system? What's remaining if you do a deposit? And how did they pay? And if they tipped you as well. On the right hand side is all your finances and statistics, and of course actions to take, notes, and really important things that you need to take action on or just remind yourself. So up here, this is the finance and stats information. So obviously you can zoom in. I know it's a bit crammy when you look at it, but it's all on one page. I've tried to make it look as pleasing as possible with as much information as well. So you've got daily take-ins, your deposits, tips, expenses and profits. You've got space as well for expenses for that day. And also if you want to track your stats as well with your clients, so how many turned up, how many no-showed. Sadly, we've all experienced that. Lateness, cancellations, it's all in one place. There is also a link or a hyperlink up here, which will take you to your weekly overview page, which is perfect actually because we can go straight to this. So there's a lot of duplication, I appreciate. Now you don't obviously have to use all of this. You could be a daily person, you can be a weekly check-in or a monthly. So there's actually a daily, weekly and a monthly overview page. This is what I've called it, but you can call it whatever you wish. So they're exactly the same, the weekly and the monthly, just slightly different and more space. So on the weekly overview page, you've still got your dates that will take you to your appointment page, which is what we was just on. Again, you've got your link up here to go to the weekly calendar view. And up here, if you click on the month, this will take you straight to the monthly overview page. So if I just go back here, and we'll go on the weekly calendar view again. So there's lots of space for you to use if you want to. On the left hand side is your actions, important information, your desires that you'd love to be able to achieve that week. weekly expenses. So this can all be copied over from your daily if you want to use it that way, as well as your finances and your stats. So if I just go over to the monthly overview page, again, it's so similar. Again, you don't even have to use this. You can be a weekly, monthly, daily individual. So there's slightly something different down here with your linking. Exactly the same, it's just in a smaller compacted area. Each date will take you to your daily appointments page. On the left hand side you have your weekly calendar view links, and on the right here is your weekly overview pages. Again, I really wanted to make it as simple and as easy to navigate this digital book. So on the right is pretty much self-explanatory, but all the January to December will all link to the monthly calendar view. So going on with all of the daily, weekly and overview pages, I've actually done a snapshot for the entire year. So you can literally correlate all of your finances and all the stats if you want to keep notes on your stats. I've done it so you've got weekly finances, monthly and yearly. And to make it super duper easy, I've made links to each week. So if you click on one, it will take you to that week, so then you can find the finances and the stats really easy. So if you go back up to snapshots, so everything's all linkable. You've got the months as well, so if you click on a month, it will take you to the monthly view. And then you've also got the yearly overview as well. So that's that one. Okay, so going on from all the overview, the finances, the stats, what else is in this book? On the left hand side here, you've got A to Z, which is all of your client details. You've got one page per letter. Now, of course, you can copy this and insert another page with the letter A, for example, if you need more A's. You've got space for their name, number, email, address, and also notes or preferences. And then if we take a look up here, we've got all the tabs as well. So we've done the 2023. I've even done a notes section as well for you. You've also got supplier. So whether you need stock for yourself to carry out the treatments or the services, or you actually sell products in your business. So you've got the current stock that you already have right now. So you've got space for the product, the supplier, the quantity, the cost to you, and if you retail it, how much it's retailed for. And then I've also included a separate supplier contact details page. So there's a few there. Obviously you can copy and insert as many as you need, but you've got all of your contact supplier details, their preferences for minimum quantity orders, etc., and delivery times. And then again on the right hand side, you've got space for the actual item, description, quantity and price. I've also included at the top here, 1 and 2 are blank tabs. So for whatever the purpose that you want to use them for, again, there's 10 pages per tab. Again, you can obviously insert as many as you desire, but it's something that you can use for your own purposes. And last but not least, we have the business section. So this is the directory to get to all the pages. If not, you can always just flick through like this. So I've included a spot for your business contact details, your why, why do you do this? A section for your logo if you want to put it there, and your goals for the year for your business. What is it that you want to achieve this year in your business? I've also got business policies. So what's your terms, conditions, what's your boundaries? All there for you to look at. And then you've also got business bills, so your expenses, what you pay out every single month for every single year. It's a really good place to put all of that in one place. You've got all your social accounts, your website, if you haven't, do your own website, and also your emails as well. And then I've also included a spare page as well. So if you've got more accounts, you can fit it on here. But you can also access these pages, like I said, from the directory. So when you click the business up here tab, you can actually click on them as well. So it's easy, accessible.